everyone is so happy to see each other. The staff, the admin, the teachers, everyone is just very welcoming.
I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private and independent schools to bring you insights into school programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administration. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
When we started looking for a school for our son, we had researched a lot of independent schools in the area and had come to learn that it's a fairly level playing field in terms of academic opportunities for students. So when we did the tour at Braemar, what really sealed the deal for my husband and I was getting in and actually seeing just how happy the kids were in the classroom. We were able to kind of pop into a few different rooms, and each one had kids that were empowered to move about the room as they saw fit. They were having fun. They were engaging with their teacher and their peers. And the idea that this environment is possible for our son, for his, his youth, just made it an easy decision. How has he responded to being at the school? Remy has blossomed. It's amazing to see the impact that the school has had in his confidence, in his excitement for learning. He's eager to get out there and experience new things. And I really do credit a lot of that to the opportunities that he has at Braemar. The students are encouraging with each other. They support one another, and the staff are right alongside them in that. It's a really safe environment to try new things and to make mistakes and to be told that, well, that's okay, try again. It really builds that confidence in pushing yourself further and further. Remy definitely benefits from the things that all the kids benefit from, which are the small class sizes, that hands-on learning, kind of individual education plan based on where the kids are. But I think what he probably holds closest in his heart would be the relationships that he builds with the staff and students. He'll often come home with a story, Mrs. T brought in the coolest thing to school today, and we all got to take turns like exploring with it and learning how it works and figuring out the mechanics of it. Or he'll say, Mr. So-and-so did the funniest thing and the whole class exploded into laughter. It's just the way he speaks about his experiences there. It's very much a family community. It's really a very encouraging and supportive environment. And I think that feeling like you're walking into like a family space when you're going to school every day is a pretty amazing thing. As parents, I think what my husband and I appreciate the most about the school are probably two different things. For me, it's those morning drop-offs and watching him walk down the hallway and he's getting high fives from the other students, and everyone is so happy to see each other. the staff, the admin, the teachers, everyone is just very welcoming, and you can see the impact that has on him walking down towards his cubby area. For my husband, I think he would agree with that, but also the academic side of it, which is that we know that Remy is being challenged in the classroom. And if something is too challenging or not challenging enough, it's adjusted and tailored to work for him because the staff have the support to do that and the ability to do that in the smaller classroom sizes. I think also for both of us, being able to be involved as we are, the parent opportunities there. Your kids are spending the majority of their time at this place, and getting to be there, even if it's on the sidelines, getting to be there while that's happening and be involved in it, and for your child to see that, and then for you to be able to see what they're doing, it's something we're definitely very grateful for. Something that we didn't really realize was such a part of the Braemar philosophy until we got there and really started talking to the other parents from older grades, was really the focus on like the whole child. They have this amazing virtues program where every month the kids who have demonstrated the virtue from that month are recognized in front of the school, and the kids love it and their peers love it. No one is upset that they didn't win a virtue that month because they're so happy that their friend did. I think I should also mention the school musical is a pretty big deal at Braemar, and everyone is involved, whether it's behind the scenes, on the stage, whether it's an auditioned part or part of like working as in your group, in your classroom. That is definitely something that is a very high value item to the kids, and they get really excited about it, and the staff match that excitement, and it just overflows into the parent and family community as well. It's a really, really bonus part of being at Braemar for sure. So something that we heard a lot about during the tour and in our research beforehand was the sense of kinship between the students of all grades, not just the younger ones and the older ones. And the school, we see really encouraging that, particularly during this one ceremony that they do at the beginning of the year and then at the end of the year. So between the Montessoris, so the new students coming in, and the grade 8s who are graduating, leaving the school, at the beginning of the year, the grade 8s pass flowers over to the Montessoris to welcome them. And it's really beautiful, and it's so sweet to see these little Montessoris looking up at these big kids and just knowing that there's a sense of safety there. And then at the end of the year, during the last assembly, the Montessoris, who are now graduating into the next grade, pass the flowers back to the grade 8s as a way of saying goodbye. And there is not a dry eye in the school when that happens, but it's just this sense of full circle completion within the school. And again, that like kinship between the students. And it's such a prime example of the school practicing what they preach. So what we've come to learn about Braemar and the families that are part of this community as we've gone through the grades is really that people are sending their kids there because they truly believe in the foundation that's being set for them at such a critical time in their development. We've got families with entrepreneurs, we've got families with farmers, we've got families with mechanics, we've got families with office workers. There's every aspect is covered at Braemar, and it's a really enriching environment community because of that. You're going to find your neighbor down at Braemar. It's a very wonderful, inclusive space. So right now, Remy's point of pride would be his coding skills that he's learning from Miss Mello in his STEAM class. It's pretty cool to see him be able to, come home, maybe hops on the computer for a little bit of time, like types in some codes, and then boom, he's got a game on his computer that he can save and play with his classmates the next day at school. He's having so much fun with it, and again, it's seeing that little spark of excitement that they just fan and fan and fan until it becomes a passion. It's a really, really cool thing to see. It's a great thing knowing as a parent that whatever your kid's interest is, it's going to be encouraged to grow. The communication with the staff and teachers at Braemar is amazing. You basically have a choice of how you want to be chatting with them, whether it's like email, over the phone, through their app that they use. Communication, that partnership with the home, you can tell how important it is at Braemar. If there's ever anything that you need to speak with someone about, the answer comes back to you really quickly. There's always someone available, always someone answering that phone. It's very securing knowing that you are able to get someone right away. Narrowing down the list to just 3 reasons for recommending Braemar is really hard. I could probably list 300 reasons why to go to Braemar. But I guess if it's only 3, community, I've said it like 100 times during this interview, the community is amazing. Feeling that your child is supported and loved when you aren't there is amazing. The small class sizes, really huge check for us, especially when it comes to tailoring what your kid is learning there. And then the staff and students are great too, but the staff, the teaching staff, the support staff, the admin side of it, everyone there is just so welcoming and you can tell that they only want the best for your kid and your family. And that's pretty amazing when you look at the fact that a lot of things right now, you're kind of just a number, just another name on a list. That's not the case at Braemar, though. You're definitely a valued member of that community. And it shows in the way that they treat your children there. Pretty amazing. My advice is take the tours, check out the school, make sure that you get a good vibe from the staff, make sure that you see the teachers engaging. And honestly, the ones who don't lie are the reactions of the kids. So check out how everyone's interacting in the classroom and make note of it, because that is where your child is going to be spending the majority of their time. So you want to make sure that it's not just about the best academic programs, but that they're actually getting to grow as a person as well.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.